Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I want to show you a little cool trick that you can do with your ambient pad. It's super simple and it can add a lot of movement and variation to your ambient pad. Let's jump into Ableton. Here I have my pad sound in the context of the track. Like I said, the idea is pretty simple. You have your pad you just created and we're gonna duplicate it. So here's the idea. You have your pad, you just made it, and even though you add a lot of movement with effects and variation with the filter, you still feel it's missing a little bit of variation. So easy way to add variation is to duplicate your track, and then you want the same sound but 1 octave or 2 octave upper. But the key here is that you don't want this pad to play all the time like during the whole track. We just want to make it come in and out from time to time just to add some subtle variation. So first we're gonna remove this automation, so we can just right click on the parameter, delete automation. You have different way to bring in and out your pad. Here we're gonna use with the filter. So basically when the filter is down, because it's a very high pitched sound, we barely hear it, but the idea is that we're gonna do list a burst of sounds like this, and you're gonna hear in the context of the track. So I'm gonna record it. Now, if you're too lazy, you could automate that with LFO. You see it's kind of doing a triangle sine waveform, so you could have like a slow LFO modulating the filter. I'd rather to do it manually, especially when you have a full arrangement. Maybe during the breakdown you want to bring up the filter more than usual. Maybe there is some parts you don't want to bring it because it's already the mix very busy. And then you can go even further and duplicate again, and this time 4 octave upper. So we're gonna delete the automation again, and again same idea, you can record and modulate. Now obviously the risk is to overdo it and have too many layers or having them playing too much in the same time. Now you can even take this idea further, because here what I've done is I duplicate the track but I didn't change the sound, I just pitch it up. But most of the effects you're gonna use to add modulation, such as a chorus, here I have a sling filter, you have this kind of tape effect, here I have like a sweeping. You see they all time based effect and have like their own modulation rate, like they have like LFO with their own modulation rate. So you could decide to slightly change the speed on all of them, so this way they are never really in sync. This is a subtle detail, but that's something you can do. Alright, and finally a little bonus tip. This isn't directly about pads, but adding a kind of a little touch of noise can be interesting also. So usually you can add like some just classic ambience, like rain or like ambient noise. People use vinyl noise. You can add that, but I also like apply effect and modulate them. So we're gonna use the rain windows, and we're gonna first filter it. Here is a high pass filter, which is modulated by a LFO, and the phase is offset between left and right, so it creates a nice stereo effect. And then I have some classic phaser effect to get this kind of resonant effect, and auto pan to make the sound turn around your head. And it's a nice little extra layer on top of your pad. Without the noise. And with the noise, straight away add organic feelings to your track. So if we go back, we had this initially, this pad. This is our default pad. and with the layers. Alright, thank you for watching. If you want to grab the project from the video, you can grab it on my Patreon. And if you like the video, you can just like and subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.